Hello everyone, my name is Chris. Welcome to Inside My Mind series, where I explain everything you need to know to become an extraordinary player. Today I am playing with one of the best aimers in the game, Ins, as well as my good friend and one of the best heavy players in the game, Nevermore. We are playing double heavy composition against a really strong stack, and then I'm gonna show you the final round when we were playing together as a duo versus 3 players and we almost won. Double heavy composition by far is going to be the strongest yet the easiest one to play, and if you really want to up your game, if you really want to get better results, switching up the composition is going to be the first step in order to make everything so much easier, because no matter how hard I would personally try playing heavy, medium, light, I would find myself in situations where I have no control over the outcome of the game. I would feel like even though I tried my absolute hardest, I just don't have enough utility to hypercompensate for the millions of Plants vs. Zombie waves that are coming at me, right? And double heavy kinda makes everything so much easier, partly because you have a lot of effective HP, which is going to be your ability to play natural cover, ability to use your mesh, barricade, bubble, as well as your offensive options. You are still very deadly, you are not a meat sack with like useless HP, you actually can fight back, and this is really important. So here we are going for the B, for the hospital, and this is gonna be point A for this game, and as we all know, it's pretty impossible to retake it. It's like a castle that's on a hill, and it's surrounded by lava and stuff. You can, by the way, jump up here and then up here if you break the window. So this is gonna be a pretty boring cash out. No one is gonna really touch us because of how difficult it is to close up the distance in this particular part of the map. I feel like game developers should really cut the bridge in half, in the sense that they need to make the hospital closer to the cafeteria, and this way they will actually make it a lot easier for players to retake this cache. So in this particular case, we are trying C4 plus barricade. So my friend is playing barricades, he's playing Lewis gun, RPG, bubble, and barricade, and I'm playing C4 instead. We can run 2 barricades and have up most of 8 at the same time, which is kind of bonkers, but if you think about it, you have a lot of cache outs which are not in closed environment, and it doesn't matter how many barricades you're gonna place, it's not going to make it easier or harder for your opponents to do anything. So right here, as you can see, we still have a lot of time on the cache, but we looked at the tab and confirmed that every team is fighting each other, so we can just go and try to grief the team that just cashed in the cash out, which is going to be purple team. Of course, we are playing against a really strong mix, so our goal in this game to get rid of them, to knock them out, because if we don't knock them out, they will do that, right? If you try to play by the rules in live or in finals, you're gonna get absolutely devoured by people that absolutely don't care about the rules, right? So when you take a look at the C4 in double heavy meta composition, right, you quickly realize that it allows you to play one below, which is like, let's pretend that you are playing in a multiple story building cash out. It allows you to sit below, and opponents are gonna waste time trying to find you. They're gonna waste resources trying to steal the cash out, and they're gonna be out of position if you drop them. And knowing these 3 factors is going to make your life a lot easier, because if you were to play double heavy and you don't have a C4, you are forced to play on a high ground, you are forced to play on the same level as the cash out, or else opponents are going to place an APS on the cash out, and it will become exceptionally more difficult for you to do anything. But if you pre-place the C4, especially if you place it on a ceiling below the cache, right? So it is going to make it a lot easier. And again, we are just completely dominating the lobby in terms of our macro, and when you are playing hospital, you quickly realize that no one wants to go there, and if no one is going to our side, it means that the team that we don't want is going to play against 6 players, not against 0 like we do, right? So choosing a proper cash out is gonna be detrimental. As you can see here, we were able to get both cash outs on the hospital because we were first faster on them, we made the decision to go there, as well as we won our fights. So as you can see, this is going to be pretty freaking impossible to do anything. We're just gonna double RPG, and as you can see, even like 2 versus 3, it is incredibly easier for us to, like, you know, hook everything up. Simply because of our positional advantage. In the finals, a lot of players are misunderstanding and underestimating the power of position. They think that if they are 3 versus 2, they can just run off and press W and that's gonna lead them to victory. Well, in reality, absolutely freaking not. Absolutely freaking not. Again, jump up here, jump up here. This is gonna be a shortcut for you, right? So as you can see, the cash has been paced a little bit faster than ours, their cash out. It means that we don't have time to grieve them, but still, if no one is going to die, and if no one is going to get close to us, we can just leave at like 85% and save ourselves some time. Like, as you can see here, we really want to, like, stand above the players and try to grieve them as much as we possibly can. After the cash has been cashed out, you perhaps want to wipe out the team that just cashed in, because we don't care about wiping red team because they have $700, we don't care about wiping purple team because they have $5,000. We care about griefing the strongest team, and this is exactly what we are going to do. Only shoot them, only, like right here I'm like, no, I'm not shooting, this person needs to win the game, not lose the game. And if you are applying pressure to the wrong team, it will not be able to, you will not be able to apply pressure to the right team, right? So you will not have time, utility, ammo, position for that. So please, if you know that a certain team is strong, you can start focusing only that team instead of fighting everyone else. I understand that this is very, very tempting when you can just go and shoot some noobs, but the goal of the game is to knock out strong teams, not help them, right? So this is a very advanced concept, and I'm afraid not a lot of players in Scream scene understand that, let alone like ranked, especially if you're playing solo and stuff. This was absolutely great. Boom, and then boom. Oh my god. This guy is one of the best light players in the game. Top 10 easily. Got absolutely devoured alive by an RPG. Chef's kiss. Alright, this is the strongest team. We finally had the chance to meet them after 9 minutes. We had a gentleman's agreement. Not really. We are just playing to make ourselves stronger, and yeah, this is just a complete disaster. Now we have the time to grieve them. It's our turn to fight. It's our turn to be it's our turn to be vicious, right? So what we're gonna do now is we understand that if one team places it in, we just go and defend them. If 2 teams are gonna place the cash in the same cash out, we're gonna go and shoot no one but orange. If we understand that they would want to like stall the cash out and place it somewhere, we're gonna go and fight them, right? And help other teams. So as you can see here, this is a disaster. I missed every single bullet and then I hit every single bullet. That tragedy of a Lewis gun at a high range, right? So again, these players, by losing one player, are losing a lot of time. Not only they have to lose tempo, but we already know where they are at. And if we know where they are at, it's going to be really, really easy to find a position of power to go and grieve them. Right here, boom, my teammate is placing the zipline, and if they go B, we're just gonna defend purple and only kill orange. We only want to shoot orange, we only want to shoot or like scare away orange, right? So here, I'm like, boom. And then we are trying to fight again. If we, this is like a really stressful environment where if you wipe fully, it's gonna be a complete disaster, right? So here I'm like, yo, ins, please don't die. I'm gonna not die as well. I'm like staying alive as much as I can. So as you can see, I'm not fully committing, but I'm making more difficult for them to actually go and steal the cash out, if that makes sense, right? I'm making sure that I am doing everything in my power so these players would have as little time to actually do something in the game as possible, right? So right here, we are going, and I'm gonna pre-place the C4, and then if they would try to steal, I'm just gonna blow the cash down, and they will fail miserably. So this is gonna be the game. We were able to absolutely dominate it. Nice. The final round of this game was absolutely freaking crazy. My teammate got disconnected and wasn't being able to reconnect, so me and Ins stayed together and decided to actually take on the challenge. We completely lost the first cash out and were hopeless until our opponents start making mistakes. Ins was able to cook up a person in a 1v1, we killed the person before, and boom. It is our turn to actually make the difference. I feel like it is a great compliment when you are being called a cheater, even though we are not, and it is a great compliment if you would be able to win against a team in a 2 versus 3 situation. That's like next level. So what we are doing here is that we are placing goo in the middle of the bridge in order to drop the cash out that's moving on a moving platform, right? So you throw the cash like this, or you throw the goo like this, and then I'm like, yo, there is a person, and I need to kill it, right? So I'm blocking an RPG with a bubble, nothing special about it, and then here I'm closing up the distance, killing that person, and just to realize that opponents are on the cash, and I'm like, yo, what the hell am I supposed to do with it? So yeah, that looked really easy, but my teammates, I'm pretty sure my teammate haven't missed a single bullet on those enemies. He's truly an extraordinary player. I'm very grateful to be on a team with him, and yeah, we just got the cash, and I'm like, wow, it's a 1-1 for now. No? Like, are we gonna be able to win this in the 2 versus 2 situation? Like, imagine how much of a one-man army you have to be in order to win like that. It's not like Overwatch when it's 4 versus 5, when you have like 25% each, or 20% each of the value. You have 33 per person, and then, yeah. You truly have to be an extraordinary. By the way, look at my belly. I lost some weight on a heavy, and yeah, I'm looking amazing, you know? The jeans that were like very tight for me now are fitting really well, and I have to use like 2 belts in order to, you know, do something with it. I'm like, I'm gonna send you a screenshot. This is really funny, because I lost hope at this point. I'm like, nope, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna win. And then, yeah, the medium was like 1 HP. Boom, I missed, he's 1 HP, oh god damn it. And then this heavy is like suffering. As you can see, this is the power of positioning, this is the power of high ground, where we were able to like dominate. I am lost for words, honestly. This is great, this is amazing. I don't know what to say, it's just, well, it's pretty unfortunate that our opponents were not particularly great at the game. Of course, they are like plat 1 and stuff, but again, I would rather like wait in a queue for 10 minutes just to get in a very strong lobby, rather than playing people like this. But I would say that this is a great challenge for them, even in a 2 versus 3. Like, of course, it would be very impossible for them to win against us if we were to be like a 3 stack, but in a 2 versus 3 they kind of have chances, and you know, the ending of this game is gonna be insane. Like, oh my god. So we were able to like cook them up in a 2 versus 3. Now it's a 2v2. And then for some reason I'm like lost for words. Where are they? Have they given up? Actually, no, they were below us. They were below us going from the small bridge. I had no chance and time to really destroy it, as well as I'm playing with the C4, which is like a good thing for us, which is a really good thing for us. And then I think here I kind of start hearing him. Oh, I fell, and this was a big mistake. I'm like, nope, that's definitely not what you want to do. And here it's all very bad and ugly, and then I'm like, I need to stop this person, and how do I do it? It's only one way to do it, to kill myself with an RPG, and then I'm just gonna throw the C4, and I'm gonna run away and pray that something is gonna happen. Look. And then I'm gonna drop the cash. Boom, I'm dropping the cash. And it didn't work. And it didn't work. What a tragedy. Oh no. Even though this was a very good game. Alright, that was it for today. Hopefully it was somewhat educational. See you in the next one. Take care.